Okay, so we've shown you how to do the caption social media video, the quote cards and everything, but this is another one of my absolute favorite pieces of content. This is really what I would call the kind of the crux of podcast marketing. These posts are called audiograms or sound bites or whatever you want to call them. These posts are actually very, very valuable in helping the client again to be seen in video format throughout all the different social media platforms. Now, I just wanted to break down for you. This is actually one of the clients we do work for. The Prosperity Perspective is their podcast, so go like it, comment on it, share it, leave them a review. We'd love to have you help us out in growing their show as well. So these guys, they interviewed a guy named Aaron Walker, super awesome guy to interview if you haven't interviewed him. But this piece of content is one that we post all over social media. It's just a simple 500 by 500 square piece of content that you can make directly within Buzzsprout if you have a Buzzsprout account, if you're using them as your host, or there's a lot of different other softwares you can use to make these. But basically what these videos are, let me just play this for a second and you can kind of see what the content looks like.
Ask these questions because I want to finish strong. I don't want to flame out. I don't.
So if you pay attention to this, it's basically a static image, but it has this movement with the sound bar. Again, the audiogram or soundbite, whatever you want to call it. Now, again, just like the caption social media video, these clips need to be less. This one actually in particular needs to be less than a minute. We try to keep these between 30 seconds to a minute. And these are basically teasers to get people to come and listen to the podcast, right? So what we do is this actually doesn't link anywhere but to the podcast. So what we do is we say, featuring Aaron Walker, or sometimes we'll put the headline up here of of the podcast, right? So Aaron's might have been like, how to make $1 million in 10 minutes, right? So really intriguing headlines that are going to make people want to click play to listen to it. And you can actually make a combination of this in the caption social media video where you put the captions underneath it as well. Totally up to you. I recommend doing them if you have the ability to. But what we do is we add in this sound bar, which just keeps it moving, right? It keeps people's engagement, and the movement of the sound wave.
Home with that pocket full of money too.
That sound wave will make people stop and they'll listen to it, right? So the best part about this piece of content works very, very well if we post it directly into Aaron Walker's group, right? Because they'll say, oh, hey, Aaron said this. I listen to everything Aaron says. So they'll go listen to it. And then this hooks them over into your own show, right? So what we do is we put at the bottom, we say, hey, this is how you listen to this episode. So for this one, it's theprosperityperspective.com/Aaron Walker. If you go to that link, it forwards it directly to, or sends you directly over to his episode page, right? And then they'll end up listening to the show or what have you. So this piece of content is very, very valuable. I wanted to show you really quick where you can access this and build this. I won't go through a full build on it because it's pretty straightforward. You just follow the instructions. So on Buzzsprout, when you click on the individual episode, you actually have to have a cover photo built so for example, a cover photo that looks like this, that has their name and everything, that has to be built. And then you have to add that to the episode as the cover photo. Okay. If you don't do that, it will use the generic cover photo from the podcast, kind of the podcast's main show cover art, right? So we want to make an episode specific thing. So you can do this in Canva, canva.com. It's a free tool, or you can buy I think the subscription's like $15. If you haven't used them yet, you're kind of missing out. It's the fastest way to build social media content. So what they do is on that, you can basically make a template. So for us, what we do for these cover photos is we literally just change out the link, we change out the name, we change out the picture, and then we're good to go. We upload it directly into Buzzsprout so that we have the cover photo. So when people listen to the episode, they can see that cover photo, for example. But then when we go to make the visual soundbite, it will ask us if we want to use the main cover photo or the cover photo for the episode, and we just click the episode specific cover photo. But all you have to do is click visual soundbite right here. So this one's already been done, so we can actually download it, but you can just do create visual soundbite. And what that will do is it will walk you through step by step how to position the sound wave. You select the picture, and then you pretty much just select the clip you want to do, and you're done. It takes 2 minutes. Very, very easy piece of content. And then when you've done that one, like I said, make sure you're posting it and you're tagging Aaron or the guest or what have you, or you're putting it in a group where people are already listening to them, because those are the videos they will watch because they're already following that person. So that's the best way to use the audiogram. I hope that helps all of you. Just so you know, this one is one of the pieces of content we will schedule later to resurface content, which there's another video on this page that will walk you through how to resurface content so you can keep constantly sending people back to the old episodes and resurfacing them. And that's how you really get to the top of these top 50 lists. So hopefully that helps you all. We'll talk to you soon.